back to Death Curse Society, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're having a wonderful day. It is time. I guess I'm what you would call your host with the mostest, along with the Colonel and Zigzag. We're all kind of super host. Is that a thing? I know, these jokes are getting shitty. It's time for some stories around the campfire.
The hell are you talking about?
I don't want to scare anyone, but I'm going to give it to you straight about Jason.
Hey, come back! Oh.
For stories around the campfire this time around, we got a chance to check out Superhost. Now, this one tells a story about two travel vloggers, Teddy and Claire, and their follower count is dwindling. So they pivot to create viral content around their most recent Superhost at an Airbnb named Rebecca. Now, Rebecca wants more from the duo than just a great review. So, Colonel, get us started on your initial thoughts on Superhost.
My standards have dropped a little bit because I know it's a Shudder exclusive / original. So I know it's a little bit of a lower budget film. And so that kind of helps me going into these. Man, I really dug it. I really dug the premise of this movie. So I'm pretty sure a lot of us, as much as I guess say we're trying to be influencers, which we're not. We don't influence people to do shit. But I really like that take on the influencers and, oh man, we got to bring our views back up. And then you got your Superhost, which you do have your Superhost, as everybody knows, they were booked on Vrbo or Airbnb. Man, the turn they took, which is the exact turn you're expecting with a movie called Superhost, was executed very well. I thought it was a fun movie.
All right. How about you, Ziggy? What'd you think of this one?
Yeah, it's funny, man. It's a fine line we walk because we're after subscriptions, we're after thumbs up, we're after notification bells, but we're not pretentious dickheads about it. You know what I mean? We're not gonna fucking tell you what you want to hear to get said thumbs up and likes and subscriptions. We're gonna be ourselves here, but at the same time, I can relate to what they're doing, and I detest that type of vampiring likes and subscriptions when you're just out there just doing it for the sake of the camera and not for the passion what you're actually into. Having said all that, watching fucking influencers get fucking taken out in a horror film, this guy is happy. Yes, this film is totally worth your time to watch. That I can tell you.
I hate it when, social media and, YouTubers are so desperate, I guess is the term, for subscriptions, likes, shares, whatever, that they will go through and do whatever gimmick they have to get it. And they use one in Superhost that I think is just awful. All right, so guys, don't tell the other guys. I want to let you guys in. You guys are like the DCS family. I want to let you guys in. At Horror Hound Weekend here in a couple of weeks, I'm going to ask Ziggy and the Colonel to marry me. So we can be just this big throuple and everything.
Hey, what the fuck? I heard that. You had me muted, motherfucker. I heard all that.
Well, first off, on Superhost, we have to talk about Gracie Gillam's performance as Rebecca. Holy nutballs, Batman. This was one of those roles that you could actually go over the fucking top with. And then there's Gracie, because she nailed it, man. I loved her performance in this. So, Ziggy, what do you think of her performance as Rebecca?
Bubbly, just giggly, just the kind of girl you'd want to go hang out with, absolutely, and party with. But man, when shit fucking starts to turn and she becomes what she is, wow. That is some scary shit. And man, she nails it 100%. Crazy is in her fucking wheelhouse. She got it. It's hard, always hard, to root for somebody who has, malicious intent. It's not the case here. Not the case. She's very, very good. And you'll see why. You have to watch it.
Ziggy, you also said you know someone like this. What's your friend's name that's kind of like this?
Oh, no, we're not going to mention any names.
Okay. Colonel, what did you think of Rebecca's performance?
She fucking nailed it. Oh my God, she was fucking perfect. You guys are right. This is the perfect role for someone to go full-blown batshit crazy. And she did. And she was absolutely adorable while doing it. I don't know what about you guys. I don't know what this says about me, more importantly. But the crazier she got, the more infatuated I got with this fucking character. Like, by the end, I would have proposed. Just her standing there all bloody, giving them fucking crazy eyes through the fucking glass. My heart was like, doo, 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 doo. I was like, oh, what the fuck is wrong with me?
I'm starting to understand some of your past relationships now, Colonel.
Probably so. In all seriousness, I was infatuated with guys. I was like, that's my future ex-wife right there. Not the actress, the character.
When you sent that, I was like, oh, cool. I gotta see this movie. And then I wasn't sure when I started watching the movie, I wasn't sure what character. I thought you had said the Superhost in this is hot to me. And then I was like, that can't be who he said. That is who he said. Holy fuck, Colonel. What is wrong with you?
I know. She just did that good job portraying fucking crazy. There's so much crazy to enjoy in this. Like Zag, it was just the fact seeing these fucking influencers get their comeuppance. You get a nice little cameo from Scream Queen legend Barbara Crampton. She did a fantastic fucking job. Just such a fun movie, man. It was fun. And yes, my infatuation has kind of went away.
Okay.
Well, on September 2nd, I'll watch it again and I'll fall in love all over again.
Besides Gracie Gillum, the character of Rebecca, what did you guys think of Teddy and Claire, the vloggers, Colonel?
Yep, they did a great fucking job too, because you had two totally different characters. Influencers, yes, but it's like Teddy, you know, they're losing viewers and subs left and fucking right. He wants to do this. He wants to marry this girl he loves, her love of his life. He likes doing this with her. As where she's all about that money. She's all about the views. Your parents are helping us enough, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
It was such a dynamic between these two characters. They played off each other so well. So fucking well. Like, I felt like I was actually watching somebody dip in the pen in Company Inc. You shouldn't do that.
What about you, Ziggy? Did you think they played off each other well and portrayed social media and influencers and vloggers well?
You know, they kind of, at first, I was like, oh, this is good. I'm going to hate this fucking movie. Just watching it, because it opens up with the, hey, we're going to, you know, and it sucks, you know, but as a couple, I wasn't buying it. You know, I was like, oh, this sucks. But then you see, she's the business mind of this. She's the driving force of this. And he is along for the ride. He, like his colonel said, likes doing it with her. He wants to marry this woman. He really does. Everything to her is for the show, and it's for the show. It needs to be for the show. It has to be viewed on the show to get those likes up and the subs back up. So that part, as two people working together and making like a fake show where they're not really, or at least she's not into him the way he is to her. Yeah, man, this is excellent. And that's one of the things where I was kind of like, I'm misdirected here, man. I'm kind of not this. I'm not with it. So I guess I got to lock in here and let's see where they're going with this. And then once Rebecca shows up, man, all is forgiven.
Now, there were a lot of alarm bells when it came to this movie, especially since when we travel, a lot of times we will stay in an Airbnb. There are a lot of alarm bells that start in the early parts of this movie, like the multiple cameras and the code is wrong when they first get there and they have to get a hold of her and they can't get a hold of her, but she just pops up out of nowhere. And the name is different a little bit, you know. The Airbnb listing is something, and then she shows up and she's like, oh, I'm Rebecca. I don't know if I want to use my real name, you know, that kind of shit. So there's a lot of alarm bells that I would think experienced travelers and especially vloggers would have been like, oh, fuck this shit, I'm out, and gotten the hell out of there. But was Rebecca so enrapturing of a character that Claire just saw likes, subscribes, and that was what made them overlook that to stay there, Colonel?
I don't know, because like you said, the red flags were definitely fucking there. I mean, us as viewers, like, okay, here's what these people should be seeing. But I don't think it was so much the views. That's the thing, they took a look at the house. Okay, this is a really nice fucking house.
It was a cool house.
And I just think it's more she was not threatening with the Rebecca character when she first goes all but hey guys, how you doing? Oh my gosh, you wouldn't expect what you got out of this character based on your first initial meeting. Like it's like, okay, She's really nice. It's a beautiful place. We'll overlook this shit. We'll film it. We got to have something. I think it's more of that, just more of a necessity of having a new video.
What about you, Ziggy? Did you think that, or does Colonel have a point?
No, that's exactly it. The red flags are there, but it's all about a new video. It's all about, man, she is one trick pony, one track mind to get more subs. Save this channel. We're losing fucking money. Damn, man. We've been demonetized. We got to fucking fix this.
Mm-hmm.
And then seeing Rebecca, she just sees another angle to get more footage. Not ever thinking of her as threatening. Never, until it's too late. Once she truly reveals herself, then, they're still not even sure, because there's a little bit of a ruse that leads to the real crazy, you know what I mean?
Right.
And boy, oh boy. And you learn Claire also, once the shit hits the fan, Claire ain't the person you want running with you in your case. She is going to fall to pieces.
Or she's going to be the one that, like, if you guys are running side by side away from one killer, she's going to be the one that trips you and then keeps running. So,
Well, then you learn Teddy also is no hero himself. He wants no part of being the knight in shining armor to get him out of there. He fails and runs back with his tail tucked between his legs when a tree cracks in the woods, a twig.
yeah. Now, granted, horror movies are infamous for, characters ignoring red flags. But this one, I don't know. It seems like in today's day and age, we should be getting more horror movies where, the characters are a little bit smarter. And sometimes we do, don't get me wrong. But, not the ones that are just like, oh my God, there's a killer outside the house. Everyone run upstairs. It just seems weird.
As obvious as they were in this fucking film. You travel back to 1817, bring somebody back, they're like, I don't trust this. Like, they don't even understand. It's like, what the fuck? No. Like,
They were totally drowning in their work and what they were trying to save their channel. So that's what it was. That was the veil that blinded them.
As Colonel mentioned, Barbara Crampton makes an appearance as another Airbnb host who has been scorned and burned by this couple, and she's out for revenge. So she shows up trying to throw a wrench into their plans, and I'm not sure if she was trying to harm them at first, but it gets a little heated for a minute. And it's her doing this is such a great role, and it elevates the story in such a way that Rebecca gets involved. And I loved that scene when Rebecca shows up and approaches Barbara Crampton on Teddy and Claire's behalf. It was great. Ziggy, did you like that scene in Barbara's role?
Yeah, man, because she comes up and you hate Barbara when she shows up. She's just like, fuck you guys, but it even helps you kind of forget the vloggers are the fucking ones that got her property. She lost it because of their shitty reviews. No one will rent there anymore. So too much power for these influencers, and they're abusing it, obviously. When she shows up and then you kind of figure out what's going on and why things are going the way they are, it's just more fodder to hate the two fucking Superhosts. So, but I loved it. Yeah, she was great in it.
Colonel, do you want to expand on Barbara Crampton's role, what you already said?
Oh, I've got to expand on it because I didn't go into my thought process about this scene. Again, great fucking scene. Barbara Crampton gives this movie kind of like the stamp of approval for horror fans, even though it doesn't need it because it's a really fun movie. Mm-hmm. But it's like she played it perfect because I don't know if you guys noticed, it's practically the same role she played in that Creepshow episode where she's a slumlord. Mm-hmm. So I'm already thinking like, okay, you could tie this in a fucking Creepshow because she played the same fucking character. It's almost like this is the slumlord lady from the episode of Creepshow. And then when Rebecca shows up, this is when you first kind of get introduced to her true fucking crazy. Like, you already knew that something was off, but this is kind of like, oh, okay, this is going to end badly. But later on in the film, we get another scene of Rebecca and Barbara Crampton. I'm like, fuck, this crazy person, she would have reached out to her and said, hey, I got these people that bombed you staying at this place. Why don't you come over here? It was all a setup. I'm telling you right now, like, even watching them, like, this is a fucking setup. Like, I just felt like it. It was a great scene. And yeah, Rebecca was pretty badass, needless to say.
That was another thing I liked about Gracie Gillum also was you put her in a scene next to Barbara Crampton, a veteran, a solid, 40-year pro, someone that's been in the industry, done hundreds of films. And then you put a relative newcomer in there and Gracie held her fucking own. I mean, do you agree, Colonel?
Oh yeah, I definitely agree. Because they played off each other so well in that scene. Mm-hmm. I mean, it wasn't like a handing of a torch type deal,
No.
but Gracie fucking killed it and owned that scene just as much as Barbara Crampton did because she fucking killed it.
I really want to find another movie that Gracie Gillam has done, like, and just see the contrasting sides of her acting. Like, you know, because this, like I said, is way over the top. I want to see a more subtle performance from her. I don't care what it is, you know, something. Ziggy, did you think Gracie was able to match wits with the Barbara Crampton?
Clearly, she's a talented actress. It was seamless and believable. That's the thing, man. She's doing crazy, and it's fucking like, yeah, you know what? If she was like that in real life, I wouldn't bat an eye. I would be like, yep, it looks real. It's authentic. It's fucking.
You know
good,
people
man.
like that, though.
I know people like this. And
I don't know anyone quite that batshit.
they exist out there, folks. And I'm just saying, you can see the fucking crazy in her eyes. And she's got that good. She's that concentrated. Clearly a talent here. Where she goes from here, what she's done in the past, I'm with Craig. I got to go kind of see what the realm is here, what the spectrum is, because she really, really does crazy well.
Right. Another scene that's pretty striking in this film is the proposal, which is set up by Teddy. Claire has no idea. But, spoilers, by the way, when Claire does realize what he's doing, she wants to do it for film. She wants to do it for the camera. She's like, can we do that better? She's not even thinking about the proposal in reality. She's thinking about it for the show, which we didn't really like Claire to begin with, but after that, you automatically hate Claire. You want her to face like the worst ending of all time. Ziggy, am I wrong?
No. And once again, subscriptions, likes, notification bells, monetization. This is all she focuses on in this whole movie. That's all she cares about. And even when she's like, "Oh my God, you're for real with this?" You know, and you really talk to my dad and shit, because he's running through, he's doing the whole romantic. He mentions it a couple of different times. Like he's like, "Hey, don't tell Claire." He talks to the camera like, "I'm going to propose," and he's legit. He's authentic. He wants to do it. He wants to be with this woman, and oblivious or stupid. I don't know, whichever way you want to call it. She's got one focus, and that's her show. That's it. She literally breaks his heart shortly before things really go south.
Wait, does that make me Claire?
Well,
I ain't saying shit, Colonel.
You fit the bill. I mean, you have the longest hair.
He does have the hair.
Colonel, did you hate Claire at that moment, or did that scene play out well for you?
It played out well because I fucking hated her before then, and then just pretty much, it's like, okay, here's my proof of why I fucking hate this character. I mean, if I was Teddy, I would have thrown her down the fucking cliff. Like, well, fuck you. And then again, we'll fast forward a little bit to what Zachary said. Do you blame the guy for fucking leaving her behind? I fucking would have. Man, that was a pretty good setup if you're gonna fucking propose. I mean, I should have the fucking waterworks fucking working. That was a good one. That's a good one, dude. Watching this fucking movie, and she just threw in his face. Oh, hold on, let's record. Fucking hated her.
Oh my God! Look what he just did.
Yeah.
She turns on the fake voice.
Yeah.
All right. Without giving too much away, was the ending satisfying, Colonel?
Most definitely. Apparently, since we can't give away the ending.
No, not this one.
Yeah, I want people to experience this.
I'm just going to say this is the ending most horror fans want. It was fucking great.
And hopefully enough people will see it. I mean, I know Shudder's got a wide audience, but Shudder also has the haters as well. The people that are just like, oh, fuck, if it says Shudder original, I ain't fucking watching it. That's a waste of time. I'll watch Night of the Creeps for the 18,000th time instead. Give something new a shot. But Ziggy, down to you on the ending. Was the ending satisfactory?
Yeah. Very, very good. Just when you think you've had enough crazy consumed, they top you off one more time, man. And it's fucking fantastic. It's so good. And then the very, very end, when it looks as if we might get a somewhat of a complicated finish, and then, oh no, everything is right in the vlog world at the end. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, fair enough. Hey, you know what, guys? Let's do something a little bit different here. You ready for this? Hey guys, Red Crank with Death Curse Society. And I got the Colonel and Zigzag.
Oh my God, here we are again, ready to do this for everybody. I'm so excited.
Woo!
This is going to be so awesome, guys. But before we get started, make sure to hit that subscription button and that notification bell so you don't miss out on any videos coming from Death Curse Society.
That's right. All right, we're going to rate Superhost. And I'm going to start right now with Colonel. Are you ready to give it a number, Colonel?
Oh my goodness, guys. I am so excited. I've been waiting for weeks to discuss this movie. It is so much fun. Okay? You will not be disappointed. Gracie, girl, I love you. You're crazy. You played crazy. It was perfect. It was a lot of fun. The Superhost, boring. Never again. I'm so glad. I fucking hate you guys. Oh my gosh, Shudder, you are killing it. Please, people, if you don't already, please subscribe to Shudder. It is so worth your $5 a month. I'm serious. It is fantastic. Okay? So, all right, slow down because I'm super excited, guys. I'm really excited about this because it's my time for my score. Superhost, I like this. I have to give it at least a 6.5, and that's really high for me, you guys. You know, I'm pretty tough on these movies. But Superhost is a lot of fun.
That's really high. That's really high for the
I know.
Oh my God, I can't believe
High
it.
in the sky high, Colonel. I mean, it doesn't go much higher than that in a movie like this.
Ziggy, what's your rating on
I can't even begin to tell you how excited I am to tell you that how great this movie was and everything about it. The crazy is beyond crazy, and I just loved every minute of it. And the whole thing, when it boiled down to it, man, I would come back and I would stay at that place and I would pay top dollar. And I'm going to give this movie, it's so good and so satisfying, I'm going to give it a 6. Because that is what it deserves. Crazy like this doesn't come along often enough, okay? And this time it did.
A 6 from the Ziggy. And by the way, Ziggy, I love your hat. I just saw it a minute ago. Woo, that hat is killing.
Awesome. You got to tell the people where you got the hat. We'll put the link in the comments, okay?
Down below.
You're going to love this hat.
Make sure you like and subscribe, though, and then we will put the link in the comments.
That's right. I can't believe we've carried on this gag this far, but we've only got a little bit left. I love this movie. I thought it was so fun. Rebecca is crazy out the rails. The other two, fuck them. They got what they deserve. And Barbara Crampton, welcome back to horror, baby. We love seeing you in horror. And man, we've gotten a lot from her lately, too, which I'm digging. This Creep Show, Jacob's Wife, not too long ago. Woo! Keep coming back, Barbara. We love it. This one, I'm going to give a 7. And that is what Red Crank thinks about Superhost.
Oh my gosh, Crank, you so nailed it. Oh my gosh, I should have changed my rating to a 7. But
You want to change it to a 7?
I'll stick with a 6.5. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I was going to say, I can push it up a little bit for you if you want me to. I can boost it. You want me? Okay, I can't do this anymore.
No, it was hard for me to keep doing that during my review. My review sucked because I had to stay in that voice and I did not say what I wanted to say.
Folks, we apologize and we will see ourselves out. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Let me go back to my fucking Barry White voice here to an extent.
That was awful. All right, so 6.5 from the Colonel, 6 from Ziggy, and a 7 from me on Superhost. And yeah, don't ever expect to see that debacle again because that's not us. We're just we're who we are.
That was actually hard to do. I don't see how these fools get in there and want to play that character like that in their regular lives, like in real world. What the hell, man?
Dude,
I'm mad with you guys.
If you ever hear my voice get high, it's because I'm saying keys. Like that's the only time I bring my voice up.
And it's beautiful when he does it. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this story around the campfire. Go check out Superhost on Shudder, and we'll be back with more Death Curse Society in just a little while. Woo! Woo!
Hi, it's Kane Hodder. You're listening to Death Curse Society. Keep listening, or don't fucking listen. I don't care.
Death Curse Society has just become an associate producer on the film.
Yes.
Bravo. Death Curse Society, guys, is so awesome. I met the guys, all three of the guys, at Indianapolis last year for Horror Hound. And I met those dudes, and I got to tell you, like, I hung out with them. We took pictures. I signed some stuff. They gave me a T-shirt. It was awesome. They are awesome guys. So super cool. I am so glad to have them on board this campaign and also on board the film. And now they are going to be IMDb credited as producers on this movie.
What up? It's the Colonel Death Curse Society. If you enjoyed that video, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I punched the numbers in my computer. The computer don't lie. If you don't subscribe and watch more videos, you may be a dead fuck. So be sure to click over here for more videos from Death Curse Society.